Bounce is another one of those tracks that's also hard hitting. It could have I originally called it part two of the last one, part two of On Acid, and it's really two part. The Take a Hit was mostly about cannabis. On Acid was obviously about um, uh, psychedelics, and Bounce is more about prescription pills. If that makes any sense. And it's not that I have much experience. I don't have experience with addiction. I've only been addicted to cigarettes, and I quit 3 years ago. But a little bit of a backstory. I wanted to make this album, and I needed to make it before I moved. So I employed the help of some Dexedrine, which is medication for ADHD, and I took it, and I couldn't make any music whatsoever. I couldn't. I just stared at the screen. I didn't know what to do, and I found that I kind of killed the creativity or whatever creativity I had, and I slowly realized that yeah, this isn't working. And what I wanted to do is I wanted to take it and make, 100 tracks in less than a month, and I didn't make any for like 2 weeks, and yeah, it kind of sucked. So, but yeah, this is more or less my experience with it, and it's it's built around some poetry by Jim Morrison of the Doors, and this is what he had to say.
The DJs took pills to stay awake and play for 7 days.
Yeah, and yeah, I've seen a lot of DJs do a lot of drugs, and I'm not a drug person. Only weed, and yeah, I barely even drink. But this kind of uh, represents my experience with basically speed and how and just listening to it, if you ever done it, is kind of robotic and yeah. So how I wanted something as a part two, and the album is in two parts. If you've been paying attention, and it kind of starts out just regular drum loop. Well, percussional clap really kind of it sets the tone of being robotic and something's a little bit off. Builds up into the realization.
The DJs took pills to stay awake and play for 7 days.
And it's much like On Acid, but it's a little bit different because nothing talks to anything really. It's all just a hodgepodge of sounds, and it's slightly chaotic but rigid.
The music was new black polished chrome and came over the summer like liquid night.
And that's it. That's basically it. Um, it's very minimalistic, very it's pretty hard hitting. You can create this sound yourself. It's the Capote kit. And it's just claps and an offbeat kick. And it's something that kind of makes you want to grind your teeth a little bit when you take it or when you listen to it or take it, whatever. And yeah, that's my experience with certain things and making this track. And every time I could barely listen to this one because I just remember, and that's kind of me. Thanks.